Great vibes on 10. The Truth Seeker anthem.
Yeah, yeah, you know what time it is. Turn it up.
Great vibes. Great vibes.
Great vibes on 10.
Great vibes.
Great vibes. Walk in the room and the energy changes. Big personality, never basic. Confidence high, always bringing the fun. When he shows up, the party's begun. Mr. Clean Shining, yeah, you know the name. Bald head glowing like a Hall of Fame. He rolls his eyes every time that we say it, but deep down inside, we know he'll never trade it. Rub that shiny dome, make a wish, that's a scene. Everybody laughing, what's up, Mr. Clean? They call him a genie, yeah, that's routine. One little rub and you living the dream. Then out of nowhere, surprise disguise. Two-Peak comes out and the whole room cries. New look loading, what's next today? You never know what he's gonna display. 3 different headphones, always prepared. Different vibes for every moment shared. Music, research, or something brand new. He's got a setup for whatever he'll do. Let the whole world know. Bring that energy everywhere we'll go.
Great vibes on 10.
Turn it up again. That's the kind of vibe you can't pretend.
Great vibes on 10.
Say it loud, say it proud. Bring it through and bring the crowd.
Vibes on 10.
From beginning to end, hit that replay, run it again.
Always got questions, always digging deep. Looking for answers that others might keep. Not just the headlines, not just the noise. Searching for facts with a curious voice. Kicking the dots, putting pieces in place. Taking the time to examine the case. Facts on the table, questions in sight. Searching for truth from morning to night. Got great researchers helping along the way. Bringing information into the light every day. Doing the work, taking the time. Looking for answers and following the signs.
Then everybody knows when that moment arrives. The room gets quiet, everybody revives. You hear that voice, you know what's coming through. The phrase that nobody else can do. I know you fucking lie. Stretched out with style, the way he says it makes everybody smile. Can't copy the sound, can't copy the tone. That's the signature, that's all his own. Who brings the vibes?
Great vibes.
Hey, vibes. What number?
Great vibes.
And who wants the truth?
Great truth.
Turn it up.
Great vibes. Great vibes on 10.
Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy everywhere we go.
Great vibes on 10.
We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the shiny head to the headphone stack. From the facts to research to the phone we bring back.
Great vibes on 10.
Oh, forever our friends. Turn it up loud and run it. Great vibes on 10. Great vibes on 10. Truth never quits, and neither do we.
Great vibes on 10. The Truth Seeker anthem.
Yeah, yeah, you know what time it is. Turn it up.
Great vibes. Great vibes.
Great vibes on 10.
Great vibes. Great vibes.
Walk in the room and the energy changes. Big personality, never basic. Confidence high, always bringing the fun. When he shows up, the party's begun. Mr. Clean Shining, yeah, you know the name. Bald head glowing like a Hall of Fame. He rolls his eyes every time that we say it, but deep down inside, we know he'll never trade it. Rub that shiny dome, make a wish, that's a scene. Everybody laughing, what's up, Mr. Clean? They call him a genie, yeah, that's routine. One little rub and you living the dream. Then out of nowhere, surprise disguise. Two-Peak comes out and the whole room cries. New look loading, what's next today? You never know what he's gonna display. 3 different headphones, always prepared. Different vibes for every moment shared. Music, research, or something brand new. He's got a setup for whatever he'll do.
Great vibes on 10.
Let the whole world know. Bring that energy everywhere we'll go.
Great vibes on 10.
Turn it up again. That's the kind of vibe you can't pretend.
Great vibes on 10.
Say it loud, say it proud. Bring it through and bring the crowd.
Vibes on 10.
From beginning to end, hit that replay, run it again.
questions, always digging deep, looking for answers that others might keep. Not just the headlines, not just the noise, searching for facts with a curious voice. Kicking the dots, putting pieces in place, taking the time to examine the case. Facts on the table, questions in sight, searching for truth from morning to night. Got great researchers helping along the way, bringing information into the light every day. Doing the work, taking the time, looking for answers and following the signs. And everybody knows when that moment arrives, the room gets quiet, everybody revives. You hear that voice, you know what's coming through, the phrase that nobody else can do. I know you fucking lie. Stretched out with style, the way he says it makes everybody smile. Can't copy the sound, can't copy the tone. That's a signature, that's all is wrong. Who brings the vibes? Great vibes. Hey, vibes. What number? Hey, great vibes. And who wants the truth? Wait, truth. Turn it up. Great vibes. Great vibes on 10. Let the whole world know. Truth, laughs, and energy everywhere we go. Great vibes on 10. We're here to win. Bring the questions and dive right in. From the shiny head to the headphones stack, from the facts to research to the fun we bring back. Great vibes on 10. Up forever our friends. Turn it up loud and run it. Great vibes on 10. Great vibes on 10. Truth never quits, and neither do we.
What's going on, y'all? This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. Thank y'all so much for coming in with the love. Queen T, thank you so much for your heart. Man, that's beautiful. Queen T, shout outs to you. Boy, Queen T, thank you so much for that. Latanya, Sister Soul, Yvonne, Lion, thank you for your love. She's Queen T, thank you for your Night Star. Mari, thank you for your heart meet. Miss Tisha, thank you for your heart meet. 59 and Fab, thank you for your heart meet. Soulshine, thank you for your level up sparks. And Land Guru, thank you for your heartbeat. Same thing with Soulshine. Also, Candy Cane, thank you for your greeting hearts. And everybody that's coming in, thank you so much. Miss Sprinkle, thank you so much. For everybody that's coming in, thank you so much. Again, it's truly, I am grateful to be in you all's presence on this evening. Queen T, thank you so much for your earthlings. That's that damn thing just to be bouncing around. Kiki, thank you for the love you, that damn earthling. Um, it is an honor to be in front of you all. Bringing y'all a show and talking about topics like this here, and hopefully, by the end of every show, not only we learn something, but also, we could feel a little light on the shoulders. Kiki, thank you so much for your love you, and also Sarita, thank you for your heartbeat. Um, uh, Thank you for your Go Pops, and Peachy, thank you for your Pearl Chime. Um, Zoe, I see what you just dropped. Okay, um, y'all got to understand. About 99% of people that we see on social media, you would never meet in real life ever. Um, Zoe, you dropped a comment. Okay, where is it? Thank you, Logic. I appreciate that. Where you go? Um, I think it went away. So, uh, she dropped a comment as far as she was talking about uh different things that Dr. Umar he's involved with, stuff like that. Hey, I just can't listen to him. I ain't got I don't want to hear nothing he have to say. Again, y'all, we can't take stuff too personal, because again, it's not like we meet these people. When you allow stuff to hit you like that, right? Zoe, I did come on, you talking to me. I know all about Dr. Umar. You say look him up. I did whole lives about this man. Most black people know about Dr. Umar. Zoe, come on. Come on, Zoe. Who you think you talking to? Uh, listen. But you can't take this stuff personal. You can't take this stuff personal because you would never meet these people. You would never meet these people. All right, you can't take stuff personal, man, because it's a lot of people that don't like me. All right, I ain't never listen to GV no more. Now he fucked up in the head. Okay, that's fine.
Daddy, daddy, make me dream. Daddy,
That's fine.
daddy, make
Candy
me
cane.
scream. Daddy, daddy, pull my.
Thank you, Candy Cane. Uh, but you can't take stuff personal, man. I mean, you just got to know how to move. Again, you would never meet Dr. Umar. I would never meet. Okay, whatever. But anyway, again, y'all, welcome in. Thank y'all for joining the live tonight. As y'all know, Letty, what did you walk into? I don't know. Um, if you're not familiar with Dr. Umar, Dr. Umar have a very, interesting past. I've been following Dr. Umar Zoe since 2005. Um, so I understand his tactics, right? I understand what he's about. I understand what he's been through. I understand what he used to believe and how he made his transition and the people that he deal with now, the stuff that he dealt with in the streets, the people that he went up against, the battles that he had, when he went up against the Normans, when he went up against people in religion, when he went up against the spirituality group, different things like that. That's Dr. Umar. He speak at colleges. He speak at universities. He speak at high schools. He speak at middle schools. He speak at elementary school. He speak at graduations. That's Dr. Umar. Okay, that's Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar have a very, very lengthy resume. Okay, all right, Zoe. Um, so if you don't know anything about Dr. Umar, I suggest you to look him up. Um, I was waiting for that question to come up in the chat. One thing about Dr. Umar, we know that he have a psychology degree from out of one of the Philadelphia college, well, from out of Philadelphia, and he's known as a motivational speaker. He characterized himself as a Pan Africanist. If you know, that's how he started off a lot of his platforms. He's big on that. Even though I caught him with a few snow bunnies, but anyway, that was in the past. Anyway, allegedly. Anyway, you know, I read something about him. In 2018, Johnson said that his main Facebook and GoFundMe accounts was shut down. I know why. But his Instagram with 342,000 followers remain active. His Instagram following has risen to over 789,000 by late 2021. And at that time, he also had 163,000 Twitter followers. All right. Um, Now, again, he called himself a black. He has called for black Africans to identify with African people. I don't know why he do that, but again, lack of knowledge about self will have you doing that. But anyway, that's Dr. Umar. He have always been like that. Um, Globally, rather than individual religions, nationalities, professions, or fraternal organizations. He's referred to himself on his websites as the Prince of Pan Africanism. Again, that's how he introduces himself when he come out on these college campuses, when he come out and speak in front of a large group of people. Y'all know his slogan, um, uh, African Queen something forever snow bunnies never, something like that. Just look him up. Um, so he's been on a lot of national platforms, speaking about his spirituality and his look on life. But the main thing, what really caught my attention, back in the mid 2000s, like around 2015 and 14, 15 and 16, about this school, right? If y'all are familiar with the school that he's been working on, put a one in the chat. Who's familiar with the school that he's been working on? Uh-huh. Uh, so this is where I lost a lot of credibility with Dr. Umar. Was around in 2021. Now, do I still listen to the guy? Yes, because he's a person that's full of knowledge and great information. Do I agree with everything he says? Absolutely not. Does that mean I'm going to dislike the guy? No. All right. Um, Even when if you follow him back in the early 2000s, he used to be on panels with Dr. Sabi and uh um 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 what's that guy name, uh the guy that had got a charge with dealing uh with um with minors, but come to find out it was a lie. um I forgot. I can't remember his name, but they used to do a lot of talking back and forth with people on the street. But I can't remember his name. But I'll think of it later. Polite, brother, polite. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother, polite. Um, you know, and again, even around that time, I was into their comment. I mean, I learned a lot from Dr. Umar and brother polite, and which really helped expand on my awareness with people, spirituality, religion, self, and many other things. Right, a lot of realms where a lot of people are afraid to tap into. These brothers, they're not afraid to do that, and they will speak up on it. But to make a long story short, about his school, that he went around social media asking for donations. People gave hundreds and hundreds of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for him to put together a organization, a school, nonprofit organization. Y'all know what it is, to open up this school. Over 10 years later, we still waiting for this school to open up. Year before last, he was on a roll, right? No, that was last year. Year before last, late 2024. Yeah, late 2024. He was able to get the HVAC system in the school and get the walls painted, get the floors laid down. And if you follow him, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But this school still isn't open yet. All right. And so people were wondering where the fuck they money went to. Like, what the hell? So again, I suggest y'all to again, he said still with the HVAC. This live is not about that. Cause I did like 3 lives about him. Like, dude, like, stop. Like, leave people alone. Stop coming on social media, asking people for money about this school, and the school's still sitting on the corner. Yeah, you got the lights up and everything, but the school you don't have no teachers. You don't have you don't have nothing. There's nothing going for this school. It's an empty shell. Uh, people talk, but it's no action behind it. You said they gave him a hard time. No, he gave himself a hard time. Cause again, you staying with your mama, allegedly, and that the chick he was dating at the time, she came on social media talking about him, how much he had a body. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. But anyway, listen, good to see y'all on this evening. I hope that y'all ate some ice cream, I guess. I don't know, just slipped out of my mouth. Really about their life. Appreciate the level of sparkles. Sometimes I need to catch myself before I say stuff because it's not about him. Now, he spoke. Now, Miss M, how you doing? Now, y'all know one thing about Dr. Umar. A lot of times he will do his homework. All right, he's a very smart brother. I would never take that away from him. Very smart, very intellectual. He knows how to draw a crowd. Do y'all hear me? He can draw a crowd. He's very persuasive. All right. Um, it's just like, dude is like, you can learn a lot from him. He finally came out. He finally spoke about the Nolan Wells case, right? And shout outs to Queen T. Thank you so much. He finally spoke out about it. And he had a few choice of words about how he perceived things about this whole Nolan Wells case. Is it pretty? No. Um, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself because we have a loaded uh, live stream for this week coming up about Nolan Wells. Um, I was listening to him and he made a lot of great points. And y'all remember yesterday when we played the gentleman with the beard, the bearded dragon, the guy that don't know how to handle, the attention of social media. Um, y'all, y'all, the chat on yesterday, y'all never let me down. I tried my best to have a good live on yesterday. Hey, y'all behave. Y'all just listen to this guy. Josh, good to see you, brother. Y'all, let's just give this guy a chance. But the chat room on yesterday, y'all was hella funny. And I tried to let the guy just, he said he's a friend of the family. He cut Nolan's hair when he was younger. He worked out at the gym with his stepfather, and every time I looked over at the chat, y'all had me crashing out because of the stuff that was coming out of his mouth. And I asked y'all several times throughout the live, hey, do y'all believe anything this man is saying? Y'all said, most of y'all said, no, GV, it's hard to follow him because he was all over the place. So what we do, we brought up Don Lemon's chat, his live chat when he interviewed the guy. Even Don Lemon's chat was calling him out. Y'all saw it, right? So I just wanted to make sure we wasn't crazy. We wasn't talking crazy. Our mind wasn't too far off because sometimes this live, we can go so far to the left where, I just like, okay, you know what? It's too many women here on this platform and y'all need to take y'all asses to bed. Nee B, how you doing? Thank you for the love you. Y'all need to take y'all asses to bed. All right? And that's when I end the platform. I got to get the hell out of here. Radical, I know you ain't over here throwing money guns. I know your ass ain't. Rush Hour, how you doing? Radical, thank you so much for the money gun. Now, again, y'all welcome in. Echo said we stand up. Again, welcome in. Paulette, thank you for your donuts. You said I be the one that needs to go to bed. Nope, ain't going to bed. Ain't going to happen. Now, y'all, tonight, I'm gonna try my best to behave. But I'm not going to give y'all any promises because Dr. Umar is going to bring up a lot of great points. Like this week coming up, we're going to talk about connections again because what we did on Friday was hella good. So we finna connect some more people, right? Y'all know if you was here Friday, we connected Eli, right? With some politicians, and then we connected who? We connected Bart's family attorney with Turning Point USA, right? So again, we're going to start on we're going to start back on that tomorrow, right? I got to show y'all cameras that's in the area of Ocean Springs, the docking area, the stops they made. It's cameras in these areas. We're going to get into all that this week coming up, all right? You say you don't know how to behave. Pamela, I do know how to behave. I have a bachelor's degree in behaving, haven. I got you, Brittany. What? Y'all, yeah. Uh, and y'all know me. I gotta work myself up. Behaving, bachelor's degree. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's pin that comment. Hold nope, not that one. Right there. Thank you. Yeah, I do have a bachelor's degree in that. It's a BP NDA doctoral Jet magazine bachelor's. Yeah, it's I got it from the same school. What's that young lady that's going around social media saying she got a doctorate degree? Y'all know who I'm talking about. That black lady with the Amazon robe that she put on 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Cheyenne Bryant. Yeah. Y'all need to get y'all tell Cheyenne, she need to get her black ass off the internet. She just need to stop. Luckily I didn't cover her ass yet. I had one of my moderators to do research on her. And I ain't still haven't covered because she won't sit her ass down. The panel isn't open, not yet. She need to sit her black ass down. Sit your ass down. It's too many black women calling this woman out. She ain't answering the call. But you go some weeks ago, you gonna get your ass drop a video on social media with this big ass robe that they matched to a robe off Amazon. The tassel didn't even. The shit was so fucked up. I was just like, wow, the colors didn't even match. And then there was some dude came on social media and said, yeah, with the college that she graduated from, it was our college. I was like, no, what you mean she tried? She need to stop. She need to stop. Just leave it alone. Like, status don't mean a motherfucking thing. I don't know why people think because you got a degree in something that makes you better than everybody else. I'm going to tell you what's going to fuck her ass up. You out here claiming you got a doctorate degree in something and you charging people for this doctorate degree advice. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? That could be turned into all types of felonies. So she need to be careful. But I'm going to leave that alone. That's why I'm so proud of my GED. So when I say something crazy, charge it to the GED. Charge it to that. I can show y'all my GED. I got it in a frame. And the frame came from Dollar General. It was $4.99 before tax. It was a seasonal clearance. Now I got in. Now the wood side on the left is poking out a little bit because the glue stopped working, but it's still up on the wall. Y'all, y'all listen. Don't listen. Hey, y'all. Anyway, back to Dr. Umar. Y'all be thinking. Y'all be thinking. You know, I got this and got that. What the fuck do that mean? Man, you better be proud of man. Nika, thank you for your love. You appreciate it. So again, he been on Dr. Umar been on shows like The Breakfast Club. He criticized a few presidents about their certain role in different things, especially Mr. BARA, OBAMA, especially him, the person that y'all voted for. I don't know why the fuck y'all voted for him, but y'all voted for him. Um, um, and also in now this one thing right here that really got me when I was reading up on his bio. It said John in May 2021, Johnson criticized Kevin Samuels, claiming that he was slandering and criticizing black women who do not, uh, you know, evaluate Eurocentric standards and beauties and success. Now, of course, people have their different beliefs and everything about the late and great Kevin Samuels. Some people say, hey, now dude was disrespectful to black women. And you have some that say, hey, I never had no issues with him. Um, you know, Dr. Umar should be the last person saying anything about the late and great Kevin Samuels, because even when I was on the message side of TikTok, I used to cover a lot of Kevin Samuels material. And when people used to call him these names, now I used to ask them, where did he disrespect black women? And they were like, well, on this show or that show. So y'all know me, I'm going to bring the show up and we'll listen to the whole entire show. And the narratives would change. Because you don't have to agree with, you know, you know, you know, the hierarchy with certain beliefs, because you disagree with certain numbers and, and how. But anyway, not finna go down that road. That doesn't mean somebody's a bad person when they're calling out numbers. So, even when I went down that rabbit hole, it was crazy work. But these be the same people that support. Um, Put a one in the chat if you know Derek Jackson. Radical, thank you for the money gun. Y'all wonder why Great Vibes, why you going this route? Because of Dr. Umar. Who know Derek Jackson? Yeah. I warn women about men like Derek Jackson. Come out on social media telling women what they want to hear. I'm talking about filling black women head up with stuff for years. And when I was on the message side of TikTok, I used to tell women, be careful with men like him. Y'all seen us. I used to bring up his comment section. And I'm talking about black women. High five, yeah, Derek, yeah. Y'all want a man just like Derek. I said, y'all see this shit? I said, y'all just keep paying attention to him. Because a lot of times, when a person talk long enough, they're going to snitch on themselves. Y'all, what happened a few years back with Derek Jackson? Just put it in the chat. What happened? Just put it in the chat. What happened to him? What happened between him and his wife? Do y'all remember when they dropped that video some years back? When he dropped that video, him and his wife, his at the time his wife, where she looked like that she was mentally fucked up, but he was holding her hand. He said, "Listen, we're going to be okay. Everything is going to be all right." Do y'all remember that interview? It was about 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. Y'all remember that interview? Cheryl said, "Oh yeah, that's right." Y'all remember that? And I warned y'all. I said, y'all got to be careful with men. But again, people was calling me misogynist and different things like that. Because again, I'm going to be hard on black women. I'm going to be hard on women, period. Just women, period. I'm going to be hard on men. That's just who I am. When I deal with women, I'm going to deal with women. You don't have to like my motherfucking tone. You don't like the, I don't care if you like what I say. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I'm not here for you to agree with me. All right. The same thing when I got on men. I was worse on men. Like you come up on the panel with some bullshit, I'm finna cuss your ass out the whole entire time. But it's gonna be with facts, right? But I don't want to hear, something that you heard from somebody else, right? We just as a people in general, whether you black, white, Hispanic, I don't care. If you looking for this in life, you and you traveling this way, but you tried to move this way, but that shit didn't work. Then you go back to the same route your ass was going, and then this shit, but you keep going down the same motherfucking route. I'm about to cuss your motherfucking ass out. My platform got banned so many times when I was on the message side of TikTok. Like, damn, GV, you, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't give a fuck. Like, some of y'all need to hear this shit. Need a wake-up call. I'm gonna unfollow you good. Don't give a flying fuck. Unfollow me. And I'm still gonna be right here. Most people that's on that side of TikTok, they don't last long at all. And look at me, still here, right? Different route, still here. So I take everything that I've learned over the years. So when I speak about certain topics, I do it as a collective, what I've learned, what I've experienced with speaking to thousands upon thousands of people here on social media. And I have a very healthy resume with social media. Is it all good? Probably not. Is it all bad? Probably not. It's all about how you view it. Don't care. But Dr. Umar, he's the guy where when you listen to him, you really got to listen to him. You got to understand his background a little on why he speak the way he speak. Because sometimes the way he say things will make people a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to ask you all, Melly Mel, thank you for the love you. I'm going to ask you all, Tony, thank you. I'm going to ask you all, remove that feeling away. I need y'all to put that on pause. Right now, it's about Nolan Wells. The way he moved, that's the way he moved. Don't internalize that. All right? Can we agree upon that? I'm just giving y'all a fair warning before I play this video. That's right. That's right. Do not take it personal. Can we agree upon that? Paulette, thank you for that. That's a nice ass hat. Being good said, agree, be an adult. Bertha, thank you for the love you. You said, doesn't Dr. Umar look like Tatum? He wish. Boy, if Dr. Umar, Tatum would never ever be in the presence of Dr. Umar. I can guarantee you that. Dr. Umar will have that motherfucker for dinner. That two different levels. Two different levels. Two different levels. Like, no, no, no. See, that's why I laugh at motherfuckers like Tatum. Cause like I know he's a joke. But I gotta be careful what I say here on social media. I know about dude. Put Dr. Umar and Tatum in a small round table, hit that button, have a debate. Tatum wouldn't last. He wouldn't last 30 seconds. You said all three meals. Yeah, all right. So now I gave y'all a warning. Turn your volumes up. If you haven't been to the bathroom already, go ahead and go to the bathroom and pee. Make sure women, when y'all pee, make sure y'all stand up. Y'all gotta stop sitting down when you pee on the toilet. That's the thing of the past. This 2026. We about to go into 2027. All right. So just stand up when you pee. You squat, but stand up, right? You may have to change the angle a little bit, but they do make like anglers you can get off Amazon. And when you pee, it'll direct the piss back down to the toilet where it needs to go. And I think the Home Depot, they're about to develop some toilets for stand up women that pee stuff. All right. Delinus, thank you for the love you. I already got a violation. Damn, we just getting started. He said, how? Shit, I don't know. Hell, some of these women we want to say, they be saying they happy Father's Day on Mother. I mean, so you want to be a man, I'm gonna treat you like a man. Anyway, equal rights. Okay, cool. Listen, you said so. How the men piss now? Yeah, they some of these men now they so damn sassy. Just sit down. Don't even stand up and piss. Sit down. Just sit down. Just sit on the toilet. Just sit down. Just sit down. Just don't even stand up and pee. Just sit down. And when you sit down on the seat, just make sure you tuck it between that hole. So if cause you sit down too fast, your thing gonna be on top of the seat, and when you start peeing, it's gonna hit the wall. It's gonna pee out. You're gonna hit the wall. You're gonna draw your name. So when you sit down, you gotta tuck it between that hole, so you can hit that water. Yeah, I'm Thank you, Delinus, for the fireworks. Thank you for the fireworks. I don't know if you threw that because I was talking about pushing wieners down in the toilet. I don't know, but thank you for that. All right. You say you being filtered. Why you being filtered? Delinus, that was beautiful. You say you being filtered. You said take your pill, GV. You said that man ain't got all his marbles up there. I'm working on it. Indigo, thank you for the summer sunset. That's beautiful because we don't have the First Amendment anymore. Yeah, y'all listen, listen. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, this isn't Mel and Mel. Thank you. Let me explain something to y'all. This isn't our platform. Even though it's a public platform, this shit don't belong to us. They can shut this shit down any day of the week. They can shut us down. They can tell us what to say. What not. This is not ours. We do not own it. When we make our own, if you make your own social media platform, you can say whatever the hell you want to say. You go out in public, say whatever you want to say. This isn't ours. So again, when you click on those, when you agree to the terms and the terms and conditions, when you sign up for TikTok or YouTube or Rumble or Twitch or Facebook and Instagram, there you go right there. We tell you what to say, when to say, and how to say it. You say why you can't see nothing because your phone bill ain't paid, Rising Phoenix. Just cut the phone off, cut it back on. We here. All right. What? All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the video? Y'all ready for us to get started? I know I've been talking for 44 minutes. All right. Y'all ready? Cool, y'all. All right, cool. I want to see yeses. All right. I want to see it. And again, everybody welcome in. Ain't nobody gonna put me in timeout. All right. Ain't nobody put me in timeout. Thank you, Houston, for the boxing gloves. Some big ass laughs. All right. Houston, thank you for the hanging lights. And also Shantae, thank you for the heartbeat. Mrs. Ellis, thank you for your heartbeat. All right, y'all, let's get started. Here we go. Again, do not take this personal. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Hey.
Parker. 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 I'm running a live stream right now.
Hey, dude, you keep doing your thing. What's up, man? I'll catch you later.
All right, listen. When I get done, I'm gonna come back and holler at you. Okay?
Okay. Hey, I might not be on late tonight because I gotta fly in the morning, but I'll catch up with you later. Okay?
You always flying.
I know, man. I got my big test on Friday, so.
Hey, you better let me know how it goes, man.
I will, my brother. You keep on crushing, okay? I'll catch you later, my man. Much love.
All right, much love to you, brother.
All right, bye.
All right. Listen, he just wanted to pop in and say, hey, y'all know Parker. Cool dude. So again, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. We about to get started. Again, y'all do not take this personal. All right?
Dr. Umar, happy to have you back, man. What you been up to, yo? It's been a while, yo, since I had you on the platform.
Yes, just taking care of business, fighting for the school.
See, you starting out fucked up. See, great vibes, behave. Great. See, starting out fucked up. Great. Yeah. Listen, Kayla. Okay, the line is, listen. He's starting out fucked up. Hey, come, Umar, brother. Listen, y'all, I'm trying to give this man the benefit of the doubt. And he came out the gate. Man, brother, we ain't seen you in a long time. How you doing, Dr. Umar? Man, chilling, man. Still fighting for the school. Nigga, you been fighting for the school for over 10 years. The hell is wrong with you? The word on the street, your ass living out of the gym. Y'all, listen. Listen, I'm gonna behave tonight. No, I'm not, but I'm gonna be. I know too much about the line that said that's facts 10 whole years. I know too much about this dude. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to behave. Yes, the interview was good, but don't come out the gate talking about the school. All right, don't come out the gate. Don't even talk about the school. Leave the school alone. Just give them give their people their money back. Just leave it alone. Right? You say give him a minute. Okay. All right. He shouldn't have said that opening up. Now, let's try this again.
Dr. Umar, happy to have you back, man. What you been up to, yo? It's been a while, yo, since I had you on the platform.
Yes, just taking care of business, fighting for the school.
Had to take a screenshot of that because you know.
Shut your fucking mouth!
We've been here, man. Listen. When people hear that now, that's all they.
Shut your fucking mouth!
That's all we hear. That's all we hear. Okay, all right, y'all. I need everybody to focus. I need everybody to. I will wind it. I did. I did. I just wanted to hear it again.
You know, doing what I do, helping the parents with their children, raising a consciousness.
Candy K said we ain't gonna never get through this video. It's just again, you talking about over a decade later, like okay. Just bear with me, y'all. Just bear. The only thing I ask y'all to do, if y'all can y'all knock out the gift gallery? That's the only thing I ask for tonight. That's the only thing I ask for. That's the only thing I ask for tonight. If you can't do that, let's knock out the live goal a few times. But if y'all can, for your boy GV, let's work on that gift gallery. If you please. All right? Because I'm going to put on a motherfucking show tonight. Yeah. Kayla said, man, if you know, man. Kayla, if they know this dude, boy. All right, let's go.
The work never stops. The work never stops.
Thank you, Melly Bell. Thank you for that galaxy. Serena, thank you for the love you. Thank you. Appreciate that. The Lioness, thank you for the love you.
Yes, indeed, man. Had to bring you back on. The people, they've been asking me to bring you back on for the longest, man. So
Tarsi!
it was only right to bring you back on. It's so much I want to talk to you about, though, man. It's so much to get into that I want to get your take on. Nolan Wells, how you feel about that situation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nolan Wells. You know, when the case first broke, Art, I just kind of sat back because I knew the YouTubian struggle streamers were going to run with it. I knew the white liberals on YouTube were going to.
Hold on. I'm struggling a little bit on YouTube, but you didn't have to say it like that. I mean, brother, come up. Man, damn. That was a slap in the face. Because I'm one of the ones that ran with it. You had to say it like that. I took that personal. Okay. I mean, I just hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. You had to say it.
Run with it. I knew the white racists on YouTube were going to run with it. And everybody in between. It hurts my heart for Sister Christine, Nolan's mother, to have to see so many people using her son's name and crisis and tragedy for clickbait. And that's one of the biggest reasons, Art, I kind of stood back. It almost reminded me of the Freddie Gray police unaliving in Baltimore back during the Barack Obama era. When Freddie Gray lost his life to those police in Baltimore, everybody rushed to Baltimore. They did the same thing with Michael Brown in Ferguson, not because they necessarily cared about the tragedy, but because they wanted to benefit personally from it. And so I stayed away from Ferguson. I stayed away from Baltimore. And I stayed away from the Nolan Wells situation for a while because I didn't want to look like so many other people who just jumped in to have something to say, to use that young man's loss of life for clickbait and views. Now that it's been over a month since he lost his life, I think it's okay for me to speak now because everyone else has kind of given their opinion, their analysis, their synopsis, and their feeling on the situation. So I'm going to give mine.
For just $67, you can generate as many videos as you want and never have to worry about
like do that. Like, can you make bedroom videos? $67. Let's see. So if I make a corn video, I can let that go, and it could be like for like 20 minutes, and I can let that go for like $200 a pop. Gotta make sure we Now I'm going to start a GoFundMe on Cause that commercial, y'all, we gotta take this in. We gotta learn how to use these commercials to our advantage. So you know, okay. And now I'm getting called off of. I just looked at the chat, radical. When I'm looking this way, my screen is over here. The chat is over here. Y'all know I got. Man, y'all know what? The Lioness, thank you so much for that. Y'all, shout outs to the Lioness. Thank you so much for that well done. Okay, what the fuck is going on? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Melon Mail. The Lioness, thank you. Well, y'all, let me, cause we finna get through this interview. I see what y'all doing right now. Boy, y'all showing the fuck out. You said you know they had pages when I went to prison. I don't know technology. Oh, Mel, thank you for giving me money that I'll never see. Thank you for that money. Go. Hey, yeah. All right, y'all, let's get back to the video.
First of all, Nolan Wells, Javon, and I want Javon to hear this, and I want any other black person who was on Devil Horns Island that day to hear this. And I want any black person who was celebrating the 4th of July to hear this. No black person, no black freedman, no black immigrant, no member of the black race at all should have been celebrating July 4th, 2026. No one should have been celebrating America's 250th solar return. And why? Because our ancestors were still enslaved on July 4th, 1776. So why are we on White Devil Horns
Not all of our ancestors, brother.
Island anyway, celebrating George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton and all these other white supremacists and slave masters? Why are we even celebrating them anyway? Nolan shouldn't have been out there. Javon shouldn't have been out there. No black person should have been celebrating the 4th of July, period. We would be enslaved for almost another century after America got her independence. So what are we celebrating for? To celebrate the 4th of July as an African is to celebrate the enslavement of your ancestors and the freedom of your slave masters. It makes no sense. Now, with that being said, I'm not blaming Nolan in any way, shape, form, or fashion for his loss of life. I'm just simply saying he shouldn't have been out there. Now let's take a closer look at this, Art. According to what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, and what I've read, Nolan, Warren, Wyatt, and Trayston left for Horn Island the morning of July 4th. According to Warren's own words that he offered during an interview with Officer B.T. Coon, that's Coon as in C-U-N-E, Coon as in K-H-E-W-N, Coon as in K-U-H-N, Coon as in C-O-N-N. So Warren did a sit down with Officer B.T. Coon. And as we all know, B.T. Coon is white YouTube's pet monkey. He's white YouTube's pet monkey. So Warren sat down for an interview with white YouTube's pet monkey. And he said that they left for Horns Island the morning of July the 4th, and that it was approximately 30 of them spread across 3 boats. Approximately 30 youth spread across 3 boats. They all went to Horn Island together. They arrived at approximately 11:30. So they left around 9-ish, 8, 9-ish, whatever the case may be. They left the morning of July 4th. They arrived on White Devil's Horn Island at about 11:30. So 3 boats, 30 youth, they went together. I'm not clear on whether the 3 boats came back together or not. That's another question that I have, Art. Did they come back together the same way they left together? Because I'm treating all 30 of those white youth and all 3 of those ships as crime scenes and as suspects. All 3 ships are potential crime scenes. All 3 boats are potential crime scenes, and all 30 youth are potential suspects. I don't know why Jackson County Sheriff Ledbetter or Jackson County District Attorney Mulrath, I don't know why they decided to separate the boat that Nolan was on, Warren's boat. I don't know why they separated that boat from the other 2 for purposes of investigation and analysis, because those 3 boats operated as a team. And since they went out there as a team, and it hasn't been made clear to me whether or not they came back together as a team, all 30 white youth and all 3 boats should have been part of this investigation, not just the 1 boat. That is my first big issue with this case. Who decided to separate the other 2 boats and the other 20 or so youth? I got a problem with that, Art, because according to the Cajun Navy, they have no GPS information on the other 2 boats, Art. They have no GPS information on the other 2 boats. Now let's get into this. According to Warren and Nolan's other so-called white friends, they decided to leave the island around 4:30. So they were roughly on White Devil's Horn Island from 11:30 to 4:30. That is about 5 hours. Now, one question that has to be asked, Art, why did y'all leave so soon?
All right, I'm going to say this again. Y'all, if you don't know Dr. Umar, do not take the stuff he's saying, how he's saying it, personal. A lot of us we know this guy's background. We know why he speak the way he speak. Do not take what he says personal. Okay? That's all I'm asking for y'all to do. Do I agree with everything he says and how he said? No. But you got to learn how to filter it out and just listen to exactly what he's saying. All right? Logic, he's not hateful and he's not a racist. See, that's why I'm telling y'all, stop taking this stuff so personal. But again, y'all grown, y'all can do what you want. All right? I've been following this man since 2005.
Because they party on Horn Island all day long. Y'all didn't leave at sunset. Y'all didn't leave at sundown. Y'all left after only being there 5 hours. That's a little suspicious, Art. And I haven't heard anybody ask any of them, why did y'all decide to leave after only being there for 5 hours? Did y'all plan to only be on White Devil's Horn Island for 5 hours? Why did y'all leave at that time? But we'll deal with that later. So then let's listen to Javon, Nolan's other best friend. Now, another problem I got with this whole story, Art, is Nolan allegedly had too many best friends. I'm trying to find out, how does Nolan have so many best friends? And why did all of these so-called best friends leave their best friend on White Devil's Horn Island without his cell phone and keys? I'm trying to figure this out. So Javon claims he's Nolan's best friend. Warren claims he's Nolan's best friend. And Trayston allegedly claims that he's Warren's best friend. So did Warren have 3 best friends? Excuse me. Did Nolan have 3 best friends? Did Nolan have 13 best friends? Did Nolan have 30 best friends? Because if Javon is the best friend of Nolan, and if Warren is the best friend of Nolan, and if Trayston is the best friend of Nolan, exactly how many best friends did Nolan have? Are y'all making this up?
Dude, guess how much it cost me to make sure my family gets $1 million if something ever happens to me? You'll never guess.
I don't know. It's got to be like $200 a month.
Nope.
Who did Nolan tell Warren was his best friend? Who did Nolan ever tell Trayston was his best friend? I'm not going to question Javon, because he's a brother. And I do believe that there's a strong chance that they may have been best friends. And I say that not only because Javon is a brother, Art, but I also felt that Javon, through the investigation team and alley-oop, with some of the answers that he gave on TMZ. Some of Javon's answers, in my opinion, kind of made it clear to me he actually cared about Nolan. He actually cared about Nolan. I believe Javon actually cared about Nolan. And because of that, I'm willing to say that Javon may have actually been Nolan's best friend. I wish somebody would have asked Javon, Art, to your knowledge, has Nolan ever called Warren his best friend? Has Nolan ever called Trayston his best friend? To your knowledge, Javon, has Nolan ever told you that Warren and Trayston were best friends of his? Because, Art, I'm having a problem with this three.
Damn it, my damn mic was muted. Sorry, y'all. This is where I disagree with Dr. Umar on. Let me repeat what I said. Because we follow somebody, that doesn't mean we agree with everything that they say. I made it very clear I don't agree with everything that comes out of this man's mouth. That's why I call bullshit on his. When he first started the live, he said, "Well, I'm trying to get this school together." Shut the fuck up. Nobody trying to hear about that damn school anymore. But with Javon, right, Tristan, like I definitely disagree with that. It doesn't matter if this man was black or white. He's not even a full brother. You say because he's a brother, he's mixed. But that doesn't mean anything because people of the same race will be sometimes could be your worst enemy. Of the same race could be your worst enemy. And especially in the black community, that has been proven time and time and time again. So being a brother doesn't mean shit. Dr. Umar, do you remember at the school that you were building? And y'all probably know where I'm finna go with this. Where you was trying to get black people a job and to get them to come in to run the electrical for this school and put the HVAC in for this school. Years and years went by. Black folks didn't do shit. And how years later, this right here was about 3 years ago, you bragged on how you gave the contract out to a white company and how they had it installed in 3 days? You remember that? Dr. Umar? If you're going to say something, brother, make sure you stand on it. Because a lot of us don't forget some of the shit that you said in the past. Jamie, you said so. What do you mean by so? What do that mean, so? Where he gave the contract out to black people, black men, it took their ass years and they still couldn't even complete the damn job. They kept giving him excuses after excuses after excuses. These was his words, not mine. Don't get upset with me. He said that. So why you mad at me? I'm repeating what he said. the fuck you mad at me for? He dropped that shit on Twitter, what about 3-4 years ago? The fuck you mad at me for? So again, if you want to know what Dr. Umar said, man, I think you just type in, it's probably on YouTube, I don't know. When he dropped the video, we played his Instagram video. But if you new here, understand what this platform is about. We just don't be saying shit. Watch this right here. If you've been following this platform for a while, y'all, do we come over here and do we just talk? Or at least about 95% of the time we know what the fuck we talking about over here. Some people be like, some folks be like, if somebody say something, prove it. Some shit that you could bring up about 20 years ago, prove it. Who the fuck is you? Do your own research. All right, y'all, let's get back on it. Let's get back on it again, y'all. Don't take what he's saying personal. For damn near 2 years, we covered a story with Allie Carter, how she can't even stand her own people. People didn't have no issue with that. We was calling that out for almost 2 years. Her mama come up here, don't even like her own people. We covered this shit for almost 2 years. I'm trying to see what is the problem right now. One thing about me, I stay in the fucking middle. I stay in the middle. And I'm going to make this clear. If you do not like what I'm playing tonight, because we've been playing all sides of this Nolan Wells case, and I told y'all before we even covered the Nolan Wells case, you're going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly in people. Because I already know what time it is. Election year, this is politics 101. And we proved that shit on Friday. If you don't like what I'm doing, what I'm playing, you don't have to be here. It's very simple. I got a doo-doo. Charleston, thank you for your hand hearts. I really got a shit. Had some cheese pizza. I'm lactose intolerant. Ran out of Febreze last week. Went up to Family Dollar. They was all out on the shelf, especially the kind that I use. So that's why I learned when you doo-doo, you flush when it come out. When it drop in that water, you flush it. Yeah, keep the scent out the house. You said too much ice. You said they got pills for that? You a motherfucking lie. Okay, let's go, y'all.
Best friend narrative. Okay? I used to be 18 years old. You might have one best friend. You may have two. Don't get me wrong. If you all hang in a pack, you could have three best friends. But according to Javon's own words, Art, he didn't really hang around with them other guys too much. That's what I allegedly thought I heard him say. He didn't hang around with them guys too much. So if you got 2 or 3 or 4 best friends, you guys normally travel as a group. Javon seemed like he kind of spent most of his time with Nolan alone, just the two of them, not with Tristan and Warren. Although he knew them, it didn't appear that he hung out with them on the regular. So how could they all then be best friends? It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it's unlikely. So, according to Javon, Art, he saw Nolan at 3:40 on the island. According to Javon, what I heard him say to TMZ allegedly was that he had another friend who was involved in an altercation and that he left Nolan at about 3:40 to go check on his buddy, because according to Javon, his buddy was on another ship.
Thank y'all so much.
And the parents of whomever on this other ship were trying to get him off the island because he was crashing out. He never said who this friend was. He never exactly told us what happened. But he said, I left at 3:40 to go check on my friend on another boat because, quote unquote, well, these are not his words, I'm paraphrasing. He was kind of wilding out, crashing out, and he needed to help calm him down. I'm paraphrasing. He said when he got back, Nolan was nowhere to be found, and I'm paraphrasing. And Nolan's boat that he came on, Warren's boat, the so-called Big Daddy, the 22-foot Triton, had already left the scene. So according to Javon, I left Nolan at 3:40 to go deal with another situation. I came back, he was gone. According to Katie, the white girl who Nolan's white best friends are trying to use as an alibi in this situation. Okay, because they claim, and Warren said the same thing to Officer B.T. Coon when he spoke with him.
Oh, so he do know about Warren. Coon. Yeah. Huh. 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 Y'all, I think I'm gonna go to hell for showing y'all this right here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yep, I'm going to hell. Yep, I'm going to hell for showing this. Y'all can call me what you want when I'm about to show. Whatever. When I hear Officer Tatum like this is what I see. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Man, it has been. Hello, Steven, my boy.
Yeah. Hello, my ass. Who this nigga up on that nag?
Oh, Steven, you have nails for breakfast. What's the matter? Why you so ornery? You miss me, huh?
Oh, yes, sir. I miss you like a hog miss slop, like a baby. Miss mammy.
So every time somebody mentioned him, Tatum, this what I visualize. this the first thing that pops into my head. Right, like cause I saw y'all last week putting Steven name in the chat. I said, okay, y'all petty. Y'all petty as hell. So, anyway, it's just y'all, was I wrong for that? Was I was I wrong for that? I'm going to hell. Okay. Oh shit. It's fine. It's fine. I take it. I wouldn't. You said it was justified. Okay. You said we petty, but you messy. I was just hurry. Let's get back to it.
They claim that Nolan told them, I'm going to hang back on this island and talk to Katie. You guys go ahead and I'll get back however I get back. Again, I'm paraphrasing. But guess what? We learned through Katie's sister that Katie said she has no knowledge of Nolan ever saying that.
Allegedly.
In fact, Katie said, Art, that Nolan told her, I got to get ready to head back to the boat.
Thank you,
because
B.
my friends are leaving soon. That don't sound like somebody who plans on staying, Art. Okay? According to her sister, Katie said Nolan told Katie, it's time for me to head back to the boat because my friends are going to be leaving soon. As far as I'm concerned, Art, Javon and Katie both threw us an alley-oop. Javon and Katie are throwing Sheriff Ledbetter of Jackson County an alley-oop because neither one of them are corroborating the story of Nolan's white friends on that boat. In fact, Javon said, this ain't adding up. Javon said, it's not like Nolan to say, you guys go ahead and leave me on this island and I'm just going to stay back to talk to this girl who I barely know. According to Javon, it don't make no sense. Javon ain't stupid, Art. That's his friend. He know damn well Nolan didn't tell them that he was going to stay back on that ship. And then Katie, I'm going to give a little bit of respect to Katie on this situation. Because as a white girl, Art, for her to come out and say that is not what happened, for her to come out and say that Nolan told me I got to get back to the boat because my friends are leaving, for her to say that, Art, that took a little bit of courage and honesty. That took a little bit of integrity. That, don't get me wrong, I don't want to give her too much credit because she is trying to clear her name. What Katie is basically doing, Art, is she's saying, listen, y'all did whatever y'all did to Nolan, but you're not going to add me to the narrative. I'm not serving as nobody's alibi. I'm not helping nobody get out of this situation. You're not going to use me as a decoy, but I still appreciate Katie speaking up for Nolan, Art, because she didn't have to do it. Although she's trying to protect herself and stay out of the investigation, I appreciate Katie for letting the world know Nolan told me I got to head back to the boat because my friends are getting ready to leave. Now, according to Katie, Art, she spoke to Nolan sometime between 3 and 4:30. Now, her window appears to be wider than everybody else's window. So Javon's window is much smaller. He said, I saw him at 3:40. went to deal with another situation. By the time I came back, they were gone. Katie said I spoke with him between 3 and 4:30. And I allege, Art, one of the reasons that Katie is making her window so wide is she trying to leave a little bit of wiggle room for Warren and them to get their story straight, allegedly. I think Katie trying to leave a little bit of wiggle room for Warren and them to get their story straight, Art. Now, according to our sister Christine, and my heart goes out to Sister Christine, Nolan's mother. My heart deeply, deeply goes out to you, Queen. According to Christine, Art, she heard from a coach who ran into Nolan on the island as well. And according to the coach, he spoke to Nolan between 2:30 and 3:30. So Javon didn't see him after 3:40. The coach spoke to him sometime between 2:30 and 3:30. And Katie said her conversation with Nolan was between 3 and 4:30. So you know what that means, Art? We can pretty much digest, conclude that Nolan was likely to have been unalived, Art, sometime within the hour of 3:30 to 4:30.
Something to think about. Just looking back through my notes, y'all. That motherfucking Warren boy. Queen Momo, thank you for the hand hearts. Listen, if you're new to the live stream, let's hit that follow button at the top of your screen. Also, you haven't given your daily heart meet, y'all. Let's please hit that daily heart meet. Also, thank y'all so much for the taps, the shares. If you share the live stream out, please share the live stream out to your stories. Again, moderators, thank y'all so much for being here. If you're new on YouTube, same thing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, ring that motherfucking bell. So when I go live, ring, ring, motherfucker, ring, ring. Hey, GV is live. I really appreciate that. On top of that, if you're enjoying the live stream so far, right now, I'm taking notes, right? I'm listening to what he's saying because we heard like 5 other stories. The story we heard on yesterday, he should have never came on social media. But I also want y'all to remember the live we did on Friday because we're going to continue that on tomorrow with making connections. We're making connections, okay? User, thank you for the love you sold by macaroni. I mean, what is? Oh, she gonna cuss me out. Sold by oh shit. So about shit. Marcin, thank you so much. The live do not request to come up. The panel is not open. I don't open up the panel until we lay the foundation. People come up on panels, just be talking. Well, let me tell you what happened to Nolan. God put it in my spirit. And Warren. Yeah, it was Warren. He tried to crank that boat up because they thought it was out of gas. They left the island. That motherfucker was already sinking because it had a hole in the gas tank. So the gas was leaking out, but it was filling up with water. That's why Bart was calling 911. I mean, Cito. Like, what? So the gas tank was filling up. Yeah. Then Katie, she called the U.S. Coast Guards, and the Marines showed up because they had to lift the boat, right? They lift us back to the shores. Who told you that, sir? Well, I heard it on Instagram, man. I can see you the video right now. Get the fuck off my panel. The fuck is wrong with people? They'll be coming up on people's panels just saying shit. I saw a video of them unaliving Nolan Wells. Where you see the video? Man, it was on Facebook. I think it was AI. But it looked real to me. Man, get your black ass the fuck off my panel. So again, this is why it's very important for us to take notes. Y'all know me, I love to take notes. Take notes. Again, you don't have to agree with everything this man is saying. Just pay attention, right? Look past the Pan-Africanism, right? You know, how he's labeling white people, how he's labeling black people. Look past that, right? Just take notes, right? Because it could be useful in the future if it's true. Because the shit he's saying right now could be all lies. We don't know. Do your homework.
I'm going to insinuate that Nolan.
I know you motherfucking lying. Listen, thank you for the $2 super chat. GV, can you do Emmanuel's impression of Little Nolan? I don't even have an impression. I don't want to do no damn impression of Little Nolan. No, hell, not Emmanuel, his big lying ass. Talking about his ass was at the fucking gym with Nolan's stepdaddy. Nigga, brother, you ain't seen no motherfucking gym.
Life was taken because I do not believe he accidentally drowned. If he drowned, he was forcibly drowned. And we'll get to that in a minute. If Nolan drowned, he was forcibly drowned. He did not accidentally drown. He was a great swimmer. Miss me with the nonsense.
Logic, come over to YouTube. I mean, over to TikTok and request to come up. You know, y'all, I made this very clear before I even covered this story. I made this clear. Mississippi don't have the best reputation, the best history. Stories like this is going to bring out the ugly in people, but also it's going to bring out the good in people. Logic, can you? Okay, she's coming. When you come over, request to come up. You said one of your favorite things you do is when you go off screen and go crazy. That's what I do. Thank you, winner. I don't have an impression yet, Edie. Not yet. I get around to it. Let me know when you come over, Logic. Request to come up, then I'll pause the video.
That boy did not drown. If he drowned, it was by force. So again, Art, all three of these people, arguably the last three to see him alive, except for those who took his life, Katie, the coach, and Javon, are arguably the last three people to see Nolan alive, except for those who took his life on that boat, allegedly. That's my position. So they're all basically cutting off around 3:30 yard. Remember, they made the call for the emergency sea tow at 4 o'clock. Javon said he cut out 3:40. The coach 3:30. They made the call at 4 o'clock. That conversation we heard.
How you doing, Goldie?
Hey, TV, you about to yell at me?
No. We finna
No?
have a grown conversation. That's what we about to have because this comment that you made.
Yes.
This comment you said you're doing your best, and I appreciate that. You're doing your best, but all we have heard every night is how white people are bad and are less than. And I don't know what that is. HA4. What is that?
The rest of it was it's hard not to have an opinion on that narrative.
No, it's not. It's not. Remember,
And I'm not saying we've heard that from UGV because absolutely we haven't. But you know, when there's a panel almost every night, there was the other night it was something about how, white people would just walk right on by you if you needed help. I don't, it's just things like that you're just like, okay, well, what, so I suppose.
Can we control how people feel about stuff and their experiences?
No, we can't.
So
You're right about that.
why do we take it personal?
Right.
I know it's a bunch of white folks don't like me. I know it's a bunch of black people don't like me. It's life.
Right.
So this topic here, before I even covered this topic, I said, listen, you're going to see a lot of stuff come out of the woodwork. People are going to say things that you're not going to like, that I'm not going to like. People are going to say things that is going to be relevant for you, for me, and everybody else. But we can't take this stuff personal.
Right. Right. I know, GB, and I'm not to that point. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm trying to listen outside of it to see if he has anything that may be helpful, but you know.
Overall, yeah, I'm not letting nobody else up not right now because it's not an open panel. Um, at the end of the day, this country, and I don't even call them forefathers, the colonizers. It's not a good history with this country, especially
Right.
between uh, the Europeans and the melanated people. The
Right.
history it doesn't look good. So when people speak, sometimes you have to allow them to get some stuff off their chest, and we have to
That's true.
learn how not to take it personal.
Right. Right.
That's
Yeah. Well, and I see, some people are like, maybe take a break, and it's not bad advice. Like you said before, I think in our daily walk, it's not what we see on the internet every night.
No.
Um. So yeah, I guess that's why at times it gets to be a little much. But no, I'm good, GB. I want you to play the video.
I got
Move
you.
on with your life and.
If so, again, in the future, if people say things about white folks in the chat during this topic here, hey, let that shit fly off. Let that
Right.
shit fly off. Just
Right.
don't. Hey, if it don't have nothing to do with you, it ain't got nothing to do with you or your ancestors.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even. I guess sometimes it's just I don't want people to feel that way either. And it sucks because it's like, no, dude, I would definitely stop and help you. But yeah,
It's life. It's life. I can't tell you how many times I broke down on the side of the freeway, standing outside, and we get it. Motherfuckers just look at me. Like
nobody's gonna help.
being this skin color right here as a man, Oh, it's not nice at all.
Right.
I can't tell you how many like with my with our business, janitorial business, how many contracts, like even when I present a good quote, a good price, a lot of these companies would choose a white company. They would charge more, and we come in there with
Over
a
you.
reasonable price. Just because I'm
Right.
black, I won't get the
Right.
contract.
Right.
I understand I understand where I'm at, who I'm dealing with, and I just keep on moving.
And I'll never get it like from your point because I'm not, I'm not a man and I'm not black. I watched my grandfather who was Indonesian, and I'm first generation in this country. So along with his accent, I watched him struggle too, but I'm sure it's a entirely different story for you, But
I don't let it get to
sometimes,
me. I don't let it get
yeah,
to me.
yeah. I don't know how.
Well,
You're
hey,
strong.
because I can't control what other people do.
Right.
I control this right here.
Right. Right.
So again, that's why I said before we covered Nolan Wells, I made it very clear it's gonna be hey, you can't take it personal.
Yeah.
All right. So
I hear you.
again, if it's too much, just back up.
Right. Yeah,
All
I
right.
will.
That's
I
why
will.
even with Dr. Umar, I made it very clear at the beginning about this guy. All right. Some of the stuff that he's saying is going to sound crazy as hell, but if you don't know his history, it's going to come off sideways to you.
Yeah, and I don't. I've never I've heard his name a couple times, but yeah, this is my first time watching anything from him. So yeah, if I
He
gotta just clock out, I'll clock out.
yeah, just clock out. Are you peeing?
No, GV, you know that's the fish tank.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you was
Don't
like
even go there with
I
me.
just thought the toilet was backed up.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna email you a plunger. All right,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all right. It's all right. We good.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Golden. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, GV.
No problem.
Bye.
All right. Yeah. Damn, Shiesty, you been watching my live for 300 minutes. That's a long ass time. You said email a plunger is crazy. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Right. Mika, thank you for that again. Gina, thank you. Baby Boomer, thank you so much. All right, y'all. Let's get back to the video. Gina, thank you for the roses. You better watch yourself, young lady. Miss V, thank you for that cello. Listen, let me tell y'all something. The way y'all be sending these gifts, I know what y'all be doing, roses, and then you want me to play the violin for your ass. Boy, boy. Y'all, something is really going on with my stomach. I really think I have the shit. If y'all see me going away for more than 5 minutes, I'm doo-dooing. Just, hey, whatever. If you don't like it, go scroll somewhere else. Go to somebody else's live. I don't care. I'm honest over here. If you don't like it, GV, too much information. Your problem, not mine. I say what I want on this platform. I be me. I be myself. That's why I can't even look at the camera because y'all probably going off on me in the chat room. But I be me. If I gotta pee, I'm going to say I gotta pee. If I gotta shit, god damn it, I gotta shit. they going off on me. I'm looking at the chat from the YouTube channel. GV, if you don't play that damn video, I'm finna hit play right now. I got y'all. Don't be hollering at me. All right? don't don't be off and hit play. Don't holler at me. That's all I ask. Don't holler at me. All right?
The CETO call, which we're going to talk about in a minute, that took place at 4.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Trinity, don't be putting wet emotions in the chat. Yesterday was so many women out. It's like after midnight last night. It was so many women in the chat, so damn wet. Anyway, let me be quiet.
It sounded like there was some struggling going on in the background. Nolan could have been getting unalived while they were making the call, Art. Nolan could have been getting unalived while they were making the call. Nolan could have been getting choked out while they was on the phone with Cito. So again, Art, my position is Nolan lost his life somewhere within the hour of 3:30 to 4:30. Now, before we go any further, Art, I need Ben Crump, investigation team, and Sheriff Ledbetter's investigation team to have a conversation with Javon, because according to Javon's statements on TMZ, the police never spoke to him. And I have serious concerns with the manner in which this investigation has been carried out so far, Art. I have very serious concerns with the manner in which this investigation has been carried out so far. So anyway, Javon said police never spoke with him. Why? We need a conversation with Javon, not because I think he's a suspect. I believe Javon is innocent, but we need to find out what he knows. That's number one. We also need a conversation, Art, with the coach. Who is this coach that Sister Christine said contacted her and told her he had a conversation with Nolan on the island between 2:30 and 3:30? We need to find out what he knows. And according to Katie's sister, she is already cooperating with the authorities. But here's why those three got to be spoken to, Art. Not only so we find out what they know, Art, but did they see each other during their conversation with Nolan? Because Javon, if you was talking to Nolan and left him at 3:40, and if Katie was talking to Nolan sometime between 3 and 4:30, and if the coach was talking to Nolan between 3:30 and 4:30, Art, at least two of you should have ran into each other. Did the coach see Javon? Did Javon see the coach? Did the coach see Katie? Did Katie see the coach? Did Katie see Javon? Did the coach see Katie? Art, if all three of them are saying they saw Nolan for the last time, roughly within the same hour, hour and a half, Art, did y'all run into each other? Let me tell you why I'm asking this question, Art. And I'm not throwing no shade at my brother Javon. I like Javon. I'm not throwing no shade at Miss Katie McCormick. I don't know her. I'm not throwing no shade at the coach, Art. But the reason I need to know why all y'all put y'all time within the same frame and you may have not possibly seen one another, Art, are you guys keeping yourself out of the window of witnessing this crime by saying you didn't see him after 3:30? I want you to follow what I'm saying here, Art. It's kind of interesting that they all saw him last at 3:30, not after 3:30. Javon 3:40, roughly 3:30. My point is, Art, for all three of them to have the same exact time, if they did not see each other at all during these conversations with Nolan, are they pushing up the window of time during which they saw Nolan so they cannot be included in this investigation as a witness to a crime? In other words, Art, I don't think Javon had nothing to do with it. I know he didn't. But is he saying he saw Nolan a little earlier than he saw him so he can't be pulled into the investigation? I don't think Katie had nothing to do with the crime, but is Katie putting her conversation with Nolan a little earlier than it actually took place to make sure she can't be dragged into the investigation as a witness to a crime? Is it possible that the coach is putting his conversation with Nolan earlier than what it was, Art, to make sure he cannot get dragged into the investigation? I don't think they had anything to do with it, but they could have been a witness to a homicide, Art. They could have been witness to a homicide. If they did not see each other, if none of those three people, the coach, Javon, and Katie, if they did not see each other at all talking to Nolan, if none of them saw each other talking to Nolan, at least two of them are lying about the time they last saw Nolan. Are you following me, Art? All I'm saying is I have my suspicions as to whether or not this convenient 3:30 cutoff window I have my suspicions that this convenient 3:30 cutoff window may have not actually been the time they saw Nolan. They may have saw Nolan closer to the time he lost his life. Now stay with me, Art.
If I die, I'll be worth over $2.5 million, actual generational wealth. Here's exactly how I set that up. When we bought our first starter home, I bought a $500,000 life insurance.
I want to back up for a minute. And I want to say this to Brother Elmore, Nolan's stepfather. And I want to say this to Coach Tracy, who I believe was one of Nolan's coaches. Brother Elmore, the stepfather, and Coach Tracy, the coach, both said on national television, Art, that they don't think race played a role in this at all. Elmore, Tracy, two dark-skinned black men in Mississippi, and both of them said on national television, I don't think race had anything to do with this case. I am disappointed in Brother Elmore. I am disappointed in Coach Tracy. How dare you help these young people avoid the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. federal hate crimes law, Art, by you saying you don't think this had anything to do with race, Brother Elmore and Coach Tracy. You are helping these white folks avoid federal hate crimes charges. And let me tell you why this is important, Art. Let me tell you why this is important. Under the federal hate crimes law,
listen, everybody, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. It's good to see everybody in here, all the moderators, all the supporters. So if you can, please hit that follow button at the top of your screen. And also, if you see that follow button, TikTok, at the top of your screen, please click that button. All right, after you click that button right next to your right-hand side, hit that daily heart meat. When you hit that daily heart meat, I promise you God is going to bless you with a pocket full of nickels sometime in the future that you probably would never see. When you get done hitting that daily heart meat, y'all, let's go to that gift gallery. Click that gift gallery. Y'all go in there and light some shit up, all right? Light it up. Light it up, y'all. Right now, I'm vaping. I can't do it on the screen because we'll get banned. All right, they don't like they don't like people to back. Shit. They don't like the vaping. They don't like it. YouTube, welcome in. Thank you so much for the moderators being over on YouTube, man, handling the chat. If y'all can, please let's keep doing what y'all doing. And if you see that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Hit back out of the live on YouTube and hit that follow button. That like button. That's the only way it's going to count. That's the only way I'm going to see it. But also, let me see some hearts flying in the chat over on the YouTube channel. Again, welcome in. I don't know why the fuck I sound like this. Just forgive me. And again, if you're sensitive, this is not the live for you. All right? If you're sensitive, this is not the live for you. I'm going to say that one more again. KK, thank you for the love you. If you're sensitive, being good, thank you for the mushroom. This is not the live for you. All right? Right now, it's not the time to be sensitive. Right? There's several things I'm going to address that he said that I don't agree with. Right? But again, thank y'all so much for being here. Josh, request to come up.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm well, sir. How about you?
I'm just fine. Can you explain this right here?
Yeah. All of what Dr. Umar is spitting, what most people have been spitting, trying to keep the race narrative going. when there's undisputable facts that his mom put out a screenshot saying that she had pictures of Nolan Wells on the beach at 4:30, which null and voids the fact of the brothers or his friends that were out there. So to keep spinning it that it was his friend group seems not logical to me. It could be a race thing, but not involving his friends that were on the boat. But we keep spinning it back to the boat and the friends that he was with on the island. So unless we're saying that the proof that his mother brought up of the pictures of him being on the beach after 4:30 doesn't coincide with that narrative, and we keep taking focus off of areas where it could be more important to get to the truth of what happened instead of trying to make it fit that the friends did it. And Dr. Umar it's all race. It's all race. So he's basically saying that it's illogical to think that it couldn't have been racist because his coach, which was a black man, and then another gentleman that he said both were on the island with him, and he's downing them and casting blame on them and telling them that they're basically fucked up for saying it, and they knew Nolan more than he does. So a pundit that ain't got nothing to do with it is trying to strip away and make it more racist than the people that were there. Make that make sense?
Are you saying that's what they doing?
That's what Umar did just now. The last 30 seconds, he said that his coach was there, and that another black gentleman. He's like, how dare them say that there was no race involved in this? Because then that takes away the I forget how he phrased it, but the it being racially motivated, like a federal charge or something, I guess. He's like, how dare them? But they were just speaking from their heart.
Well, he was saying up under the federal hate crimes law.
Correct.
Right.
But you can't. That's what freedom of speech is involved. So he's gonna condemn them against their own culture. I think first off, any man that cheats on his wife loses all credibility. Period. With me, because if you'll cheat on the person you love the most, God knows what you'll do to somebody you don't know. Period. That's how I feel. So the minute you cheat on your wife and then do shady shit with a school, and you prop this up and you take advantage of your own race, come on, you lose all credibility with me. I feel like it's just been perpetuated. We're spending more time chasing these empty leads when, if in fact, what Nolan Wells' mom spoke and posted that she had pictures of him on the beach at 4:30. We're chasing leads that are distracting from what happened on the island when he was when something happened to him. I think it's
so this the deal, Josh. One thing I do, and I've been doing this for years, and I think I'm very good at what I'm doing. What I do is I try to hear all sides out. Yes, I've been seeing what the mama been dropping and posting, but I have questions about the mother. But if you notice, I haven't dealt with the mother yet. It's a time and place. I'm going to deal with her and the stepfather, but not yet. Because even some of the stuff that she put out, I have questions about. But just not yet. What I'm doing right here, I want to hear a lot of people's sides that a lot of times when they speak on something, it's a lot of stuff that I gained from it. Even though they got a lot of stuff that even before I even started playing Dr. Umar, I made some comments. I said, yeah, this dude, he don't have he done some shiesty shit in the past. But that doesn't mean that I have to, I have to disagree with everything that comes out of his mouth. That doesn't mean I'm not going to listen to what he have to say. Because at times he could be some of the topics that he speak on could be very credible. So I want to hear what Dr. Umar have to say about this case. So if he do bring race into it, if he don't, that's up to us how we're going to accept that. You can accept it, you don't have to. That's up to you. But it's certain takeaways we can pull away from this, do our research on, and look into it.
I agree. I think that but to that logic though, GV, Dr. Umar wasn't there. Dr. Umar has no ties there. He's known for lying. He's known for cheating. How is that getting us closer to the truth other than dividing us on, oh, it's white person this, white person that.
What
Now, and
cheating?
for the chat, hold on.
What cheating have to do with what he's talking about, Nolan?
Because if you will cheat on your wife, you lose all credibility to me. You cannot be trusted.
Okay. Well, let me ask you.
You
This right
cannot be
here.
trusted.
Hold on. Let me ask you this right here. Many people that we have coming up on this panel. Let me ask you a question. Do you know anything about me?
Just from what I think you're a solid dude. And
My personal.
I do not. I don't. Have you cheated on your wife?
You see where I'm going with this?
I don't, because it's public knowledge that Dr. Umar, and I'm not raising your perspective on a platform you've been on both sided. You're trying to get all the information, get to the facts. That's what I've seen. What you're not pushing one narrative. What Dr. Umar is doing is he's pushing a one-sided narrative. Then he ain't got nothing to do with the Nolan Wells case. What does his opinion have to do with getting us closer to the truth?
Well, well, it's not his truth. Again, Dr. Umar is known for certain
Race baiting.
certain stories that he have covered. It. One thing about Dr. Umar, he will always stand up for black people.
That's good.
That's what he's about.
And he'll also take advantage of black people. Let's put both narratives out there.
I've mentioned that at the beginning when I was talking about the HVAC company.
Right, I get it.
So, but what I'm saying is that doesn't mean it's something that we could take away from what he's saying. Not because of he cheated on somebody, because hell, truth be told, but again, most of the people that come up on the panel that we listen to, because I don't know shit about you. Most of the people that come up on the panel, they say some solid stuff because they did some fucked up ass personal shit. Does that take away from their credibility if they have solid information on something? Absolutely not.
It depends on what type of scenario you're in. If I'm gonna do business with somebody,
How would you know about their personal past?
Well, I wouldn't be doing business with them if I didn't know about their personal past. I don't do business with people that I don't like. There's a difference in me taking information from somebody or doing business. There's levels to it.
No. Business is business. Personal is personal. When you're running business, you don't give a shit about anything personal.
I do.
At the end of the day, you do.
I own a tree company, yes, sir, and I would never be business partners with somebody that cheated on their wife. Because if they'll cheat on their wife, they will cheat you out of money.
Whoa. So a lot of your customers are either residential or commercial when they call to get a tree removed, right?
Yeah, I don't care what they do, but as far as business partner, it's different.
Wait a minute, but
I'll take money from them.
Okay, then. It's
still
business. It's still business.
Well, I'm not, there's a I will okay, I see what you're saying. I'll do business with them by completing a service, but I'm not going to go into business with somebody that's a liar or a crook.
That you going into business when you cut down damn limb.
I guess, I mean, that's semantics, but I wouldn't be partners with somebody that I couldn't trust. Maybe that's going too deep.
Yeah, well, it's not deep because business partners, that's different because you are trusting somebody else with your money, with your stake on the money. So, but what I'm just saying, when you talk about monetary exchanging, that's still
yes, sir. It's still business. Yes, sir. And for the chat, they keep saying that what do I think happened? I think that it could very well have been racially profiled and tactics to it. Like it could have been racially motivated, but I do not think it came from the friends on the boat. It's my personal thought. I think something happened to him after he was he was gone and he wasn't with his friend group. And so I feel like we're taking the focus off of where it could be and what happened to him, getting closer to the truth by listening to these pundits like Tatum, like Umar, the other people that are just trying to see it for money. And that's why I trust what his mama wrote the most by saying she has evidence of him being alive on the beach at 4:30. So, and I feel like that's the one person that wants the truth the most is his mom. The way to get justice for Nolan is by following the evidence and stop dividing, listening to Tatum, listen to other people, and figuring out what happened to him while he was on that beach.
I got you. I hear you. But again, I still have questions about his parents. I still
I
have
get it.
again. That's why I haven't covered it yet because when I cover it, I want to make sure that I can at least produce some receipts. That's why I'm sitting back watching her and him, the stepfather. I'm watching both of them because it's a few red flags I found on Facebook with his mother that I'm questioning right now, and I'm seeking some answers from a few of my researchers.
Well, I appreciate what you're doing and been doing. It just feels like it's been for the last 4 days straight. It's been a one-sided. Just like what your what's her name brought up. It's been one-sided. Just it's a racist this, racist that. It's like, can we get on to something else? That at least it ain't just that.
Because again, some people know. I'm not finna do things off false
I get it.
information.
This your show though. You get to this is your world. I'm just
Mississippi is fucked up. Got
it
a fucked
is.
up ass history. And again, this right here just to show you how people think, how people move. Hey, this is why certain people say certain stuff because okay, here go the mindset right here. So
Right, but he's spitting not facts though, because Umar left out the fact that his mom has
half of
pictures,
the people we played wasn't speaking facts.
right? But so keep it 100 when you're getting on Tatum. You gotta say, hold up, stop. We know this ain't right.
I stopped it several times, but also I'm taking notes. I'm going to deal with him because his interview is like an hour and 20 minutes long, and I don't want to go past midnight.
Well, I appreciate you bringing me up and let me get that off my chest. I'm gonna still be in the comments, listening and doing homework and taking my notes too, because I do.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all listen. Y'all just keep tapping the screen. Let's get those lights up. What time is it? 10:13 my time. Yeah, we got to keep letting this video play out. Because we have shit. Yeah, we got to let it play. Cause if I do too many interruptions, we're gonna be past midnight, and I don't want to go past midnight. All right. Listen. Again, everybody, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I haven't been to the bathroom yet, but I'll be there shortly because my stomach hurt. It hurts. All right, it really hurts. It really hurts. Kelly, thank you for your heart meat. South, thank you so much for your heart meat. And everybody else that gave your heart meat, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. If you're in the Chicago area, Michigan area, be on the lookout. You got some storms that's out there in your area. If you ain't got a roof, you probably not going to have one tonight. You say go shit and come back. May shut the lights off. What? What did you just leave and go out? I had to make sure that the house was okay because I heard some birds out back. I can't put nobody in charge right now. All right, y'all, let's go.
Matthew Shepard, James Byrd, signed by Barack Obama, 2009. Under the Federal Hate Crimes Act, Art, you can go to jail for life. You can go to jail for life under the Federal Hate Crimes Law. So if you can go to jail for life under the Federal Hate Crimes Act, Art, why is Nolan's stepfather and coach telling white folks they don't think it had anything to do with race? I still love my brother Elmore. I still love my brother Coach Tracy. But would y'all please watch what comes out of your mouth during this investigation? Because you are undermining justice for Nolan. I hope you're listening, brother Elmore. And I hope you're listening, Coach Tracy. You are undermining justice for Nolan by saying you don't think race had anything to do with it. How in the hell do you know? How do you know if race had anything to do with it? How well do you know these young people? It was 30 of them, Art. It was damn near 30 white youth spread across 3 boats. How many of them did Elmore know? How many of them did Coach Tracy know? So how are you going to go on TV and say, I don't think it had anything to do with race? Why are you helping them avoid accountability for what they may have done? I don't know if they did it, Art. You don't know if they did it. They don't know if they did it. And they definitely don't know if it was motivated by race. What they should have said, Art, is what Javon said. And that's why I like the young brother Javon. That's why I like that young brother Javon. His mother, Sister Tashima, shout out to you. You raised a good kid. When TMZ asked Javon if he thought it had anything to do with race, Art, when TMZ asked Javon if he thought this had anything to do with race, he said, what? I don't want to answer that question. I don't want to answer that question. Perfect answer. Perfect answer. Or, Art, they could have said, I don't know. Nolan's stepfather could have said, I don't know if it had anything to do with race. Coach Tracy should have said, I don't know if it had anything to do with race. But to say you don't think it had to do with race when he was the only black boy across 3 ships, are you out of your mind? Why would you say that and help them avoid the Federal Hate Crimes Act? Javon gave a better answer than those 2 black men. Javon, a child, gave a better answer than those 2 black men, Art, when he said, I don't want to answer the question. And shout out to Javon, Art. He's intelligent. You know why? Because by saying, I don't want to answer the question, he answered the question. Of course, race has something to do with it. This is the United States of America. Race has something to do with everything involving.
So I'm going to make this clear again. Don't nobody know here on social media what happened to Nolan. Do people know? Yes. That's why that lying ass dude that was up here yesterday, he said, if shit really hits the fans, and I'm just paraphrasing, half of Ocean Springs, Mississippi will be in jail. Allegedly. I'm not going to sit here and say race had anything to do with it, because I need to prove that. Dr. Umar need to prove that. Again, this is why we ride the line in the middle. We don't know what was motivated behind the disappearance and then the recovery of Nolan Wells. Because again, it's a lot of hearsay that's going around. Even after the CTO call, even we know what we heard. I know. Well, I'm not going to say we. I know what I heard, but that still doesn't give me evidence of on what happened. This is why I hold pause to his parents. Yes, his mother is on Facebook. She go live a lot. She said a few things, and I'm still researching her. The stuff that she say, the stuff that she's alleging. Yes, it's her son. And yes, we want justice for Nolan Wells. Absolutely. But we don't know we don't know the mindset of the people that's responsible for the unaliving of Nolan Wells. So what, he said, okay, he's the only black person that was around, this set of white people. We know what type of time, Dr. Umar is on. Again, when you know somebody, you know what you kind of expecting what they're going to say, you just let the shit roll off your head. And yes, Yvonne, everything is all speculation, including everything he's saying. That's why I'm not taking anything that he's saying as facts. I just want to hear his perspective on what happened. That's why I can easily blow out I can disregard what he's saying about black people and what he's saying about white people. I don't let that shit get to me because I'm not hearing that. I just want to hear your perspectives, see what I learned from it, take that information and research it, because maybe he's going to say something that could be real critical to our investigation. Then you had some people out there talking about on that CETO call. Talking about some damn birds. Like, folks say some of the dumbest shit on social media. Kenya said, God knows what happened and he will deal with that for sure. Well, number one is we don't know if God is a male or female, but I hear exactly what you're saying, and you're absolutely correct, because whatever you throw out is going to come back 10 times fold, if not more. It's like a boomerang. Some people call it God, some people call it the universe. Some people call it energy. However you label it, whatever you throw out, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. And when it comes back, you can't stop it. So whatever happened to Nolan Wells, whoever responsible for it, whoever's trying to cover it up, remember, whatever you throwing out, it's going to come back. And you cannot stop that motion. And I don't want people to agree with everything that comes out of my mouth. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You said I don't believe Nolan was drinking at all. You got people pushing the narrative that he had drugs in his system, right? It's so many allegations. And then, because we got to cover, now allegedly these boys went back out to the alley because of the interview that they put out was misinterpreted. So I guess now we have to rewrite the story. Michael, thank you. Tangi, thank you. I am cute. Thank you for the hearts. I am cute. Thank you so much for the hearts. Kiki, thank you for the love you. That's why I'm sitting back looking at everything, everybody, including the parents. Do y'all remember me saying when I first started covering Nolan Wells, I said, for me right now, everybody is guilty, including the parents. Who remember me saying that? Mocha, thank you so much for the love you. I said, everybody is guilty. Well, GV, why would you say that? I don't know. I don't know why I said that. Until proven otherwise, everybody is guilty. That's why, again, you don't have to agree with me. That's why I'm sitting back right now. And again, y'all notice I haven't covered his mother yet. I'm watching her. And it's a lot of things that's giving me pause. Yes, it was fucked up that they were trying to get this woman fired and they are attacking her, the threats that was made out. Again, I'm watching everything. That's where I'm at right now. I'm watching. I'm watching both sides. Miss Ellis, where you get that from? Miss Ellis, where you get that from? Oh shit! Let me pin your comment. If it That comment is moving. I never said that. I never said that. I made it clear several times. It's too many. It's too many moving parts. It's too many moving parts. Something like this, people need to learn how to stay still and shut the fuck up. Especially, I said this Tuesday of last week. I ain't never in my life seen a case like this. Ever. Ever. Especially the research that we've been doing. Again, this is bigger than all of us. Because it's, again, we're doing research we doing research across multiple counties, across multiple states that may or may not be linked to a certain set of people. Question: why do y'all think they hired fucking Donald Trump? Ex-lawyer. I ain't covered that yet. If I have a gut feeling about something, I'm going to stay with it. And trust me, Bridget, I'm nowhere behind. I'm nowhere. It's a time and place for everything. Because something come out, that doesn't mean you have to cover it. I know what I'm doing over here. Gina, that's a good observation. It's too many hands in it, allegedly. It's too many hands. Why? If those boys did do it, why they trying to cover it up? If they didn't do it, why the people on the island trying to cover it up? If they ain't trying to cover it up, why the locals trying to cover it up? Why are they trying to sue content creators for even talking about it? Why are they trying to threaten people with lawsuits? Because they want you to stop talking about it. Why? Why this particular case? What make this one so different? That's why I'm very careful. That's why I'm very careful on what I say and how I present these topics, especially this particular case. And it's most of y'all are some smart motherfuckers. Don't let nobody tell y'all otherwise. If you have a gut feeling about something, you better research it. Don't go off what somebody said on social media, y'all. But again, I know that people don't take the time out like our team over here. Don't take the time out to do the necessary research. I'm talking about up day and night. Connecting certain dots, connecting certain people with certain organizations. That's how we was able to connect Tatum, right? We're not saying that's true. But when we first covered Tatum, we kept asking, why the fuck is he there? And we did our research. And we made some connections. Other platforms ain't doing that. And we're just getting started. But we got to be careful. Oh, I know, Gina. We're going to deal with that. We're going to deal with that later on in the week. Michael, you said what was the connection with Tatum? If you was here on Friday and you're well spoken than I am, if you can give a 30-second synopsis, request to come up right now. If you wasn't here on Friday, do not come up. If you was here on Friday, if you could give 30 seconds of synopsis to answer this right here, request to come up. Michael, I got you. Damn, y'all scared? Well, forget y'all then. Well, let's move on then. Go back and watch the YouTube. Well, you got TPUSA allegedly, but remember we went a little deeper than that, right? That was the end. We took some steps to get there, right? We took some steps to get there. And I showed receipts, right? I showed y'all receipts. We don't talk. I showed y'all receipts. You said GV, you're skipping because I didn't pay my cable bill. They trying to cut me off because they found out I was live. So if Comcast find out, that I'm still live, they'll try to cut my cable off. Just saying. Call me whatever you want, whatever. Whatever. All right, y'all, let's get back to it. Thank you, Stacy, again. Stacy, I see you. Look at you. Look at you. Look like she took her profile picture look like it's at a amusement park or at a water park. She at somebody park with some fences behind. Look like she in a cage. Stacy, you good? Stacy, hey, if you need some help, just let me know. We'll come get you. I'm looking at your profile. Let us know. Let us know. We'll y'all be in these profile pictures.
And black people. The country was built on the backs of black people. It's maintained on black people. We are disproportionately represented in the criminal justice system, overrepresented in the unemployment line, under the poverty line. Of course, everything in this country has to do with race. And I'm disappointed in us, Art, that we are so afraid to call racism what it is, that we literally got people asking us, when a white person takes the life of a black person, do you think it had anything to do with race? When a police officer takes the life or shoots a black person, do you think it had anything to do? What kind of idiotic gaslighting question is this, Art? All white people are racist. All white people are racist. So we can stop asking if it had anything to do with race. If it's black and it's white, it has something to do with race because all white people are racist. That's just how it is. Now let's get back to this. Before we deal with the infamous CETO call, Art,
Let's see how to convert a big 4K video file into a more manageable 1080p one, and as a cherry on top, how you can upscale a 480p video into a 4K one. Hey,
I got a few questions for Warren. I want to deal with that infamous CETO call, Art, and I want to deal with Sister Tashima and Sister Christine's visit to Warren's home to get Nolan's cell phone. I want to deal with them two in a minute, but before I go there, I got a couple questions for Warren and his white friends. Nolan's best friend, and Warren even called Nolan his brother, Art. He even called him his brother. He said they spent the night together before they went out to White Devil's Horn Island, Art. The night before, July 3rd, they stayed in the same home. How do you stay in the same home with somebody, Art, and leave them on an island? How do you sleep in the same house with somebody July 3rd and then leave them on an island July 4th? But I got a few questions for Warren. No disrespect. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty, but I got a few questions for you, Warren. Since you could sit down and interview with Officer B.T. Coon, I need you to sit down and interview with Dr. Umar Ifatunde. So you can sit down and interview with Officer B.T. Coon, I want you to sit down and interview with Dr. Umar Ifatunde. My first question to Warren, you said that Nolan is a best friend of yours, that he's like a brother. I have a question. If Nolan is your brother and best friend, why did you leave him on that island, especially when you all were drinking? Because somebody put a report out there, Art, that Nolan had been drinking heavily and was intoxicated. Of course, that allegation was dismissed because the coach who contacted Sister Christine confirmed that he spoke to Nolan between 2:30 and 3:30 and Nolan was not intoxicated. So they lied to protect their friends because white people are always on code, Art. Not a single white person on that island dropped a dime yet. Not one of them. So anyway, Art, they tried to blame it on him being drunk. So he was just a drunk black kid who walked into the water and drowned. That's the narrative they wanted us to swallow.
Listen, thank y'all so much for being here. Again, we do not push anything about a racial divide or none of that stuff. As y'all can see in the comments, we have a very diverse group of people over here. I don't push that over here. All right. I'm gonna be honest with y'all with something. Right now, mentally, I cannot continue this live. Okay. Um, listen, the only thing I ask for y'all to do is I need y'all to pray for your boy GV. Right now, my kids come first. I need y'all to pray for me, okay? Just pray for me. I'm not mentally all the way here. All right. Um, and don't send me no DMs and none of that stuff, y'all. Don't do that. Um, just pray for me. All right. I'm going to leave with this. Y'all will be surprised what what people go through in life. Um, um, it's how you take it. Uh, how you attack it dead on. I mean, head, you know, y'all get what I'm saying. What's that quote y'all be using? Life be lifing, okay? Life be lifing. And I'm not going to sit here and just act like that, you know, my life is perfect. All right? I go through shit too. But I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm not here mentally. Not tonight. All right. And it would not be fair to you all to give y'all, you know, the show that y'all are used to. All right. So y'all keep me in your prayers, okay? That's all I ask. All right. Keep me in your prayers. We're gonna call this a part one. We're gonna call this a part one. A candid. Listen, I appreciate it. Just I need to I need to get off this live. All right. Um you can find the y'all, you can find the replay. All right. Find the replay over on YouTube and y'all, I'm good. I'm just let y'all know I'm good. Just keep me in your prayers, all right? All right. Thank y'all so much for coming, and I'll see y'all on tomorrow. All right.